Hi guys, I wanted to jump back on here because I came on here less than a week ago and told you that the federal government was going to be announcing some changes to the public service loan forgiveness program. They were going to do some major overhauls, and they came through. If you haven't checked out my other video, check that out, public service loan forgiveness update. But what I wanted to come back and talk to you guys about, because a lot of this I've already talked about, was in the other video. But one of the main takeaways I want you guys to remember and go out there, this is a call to action, go out there and do something about it, is actually submit your public service loan forgiveness employment certification form. And I say this because there were a lot of changes. Basically, the government, the United States Department of Education said, hey, we understand there were some problems with the program before and how the applications were being processed. What we're going to do is have a temporary waiver of certain requirements that we previously had. Remember I said you had to have a certain kind of repayment program, or repayment plan, or certain kind of loans. That's still kind of the case, right? But they've expanded what they include in as far as the payments. So what they're saying is, if you haven't already submitted your form, and if you watch my other two videos, I'm always saying submit the form. Don't wait till the end of the 120 payments to submit your form. So if you haven't already submitted your form, you have until October 31st, 2022 to submit that form to say, hey, I want to be recognized for this forgiveness program. Even if you don't have the 120 payments yet, that's not what they're asking from you. They're asking for you to say, basically flag yourself in the system to say, I'm intending on asking for forgiveness. Please evaluate how many payments I have and how many payments I have remaining. So this is only a temporary waiver. So go out there, print out that form that I told you about and submit it. Get your employer to fill out your part and submit it so that you can basically have a start date of when you ask for the program to consider your waiver. I say this because I've gotten questions about, well, I've made a certain amount of payments. If I submit the form now, is it too late? Do I get my credit for my back payments? That's exactly what I mean. You will get credit for your back payments because technically you don't even have to submit the form until you finish 120 payments. But I would encourage you to submit it annually so that you can have the servicer take an account of how many payments you've made and how many payments you have to go. So this is what the United States Department of Education is telling y'all. Go out there, submit the forms. It doesn't matter if you haven't done 120 payments. As long as you were working for a government agency, a government agency or a nonprofit, you have to be an employee of these things. You can't be a contractor for these places. You have to actually be an employee of these places. Get them to fill out the information and submit it. What is going to happen is some people's payments that previously didn't count before are now going to count. Up to, like, they're saying up to 24, 23 payments are being counted, which could make people have their loans forgiven, like, automatically. Like, you thought you were going to have another 2 years to go, and with them counting some payments that were not previously counted before, you could be one of those. I think it's over, like, I'm going to go back and look. I think it might be over 5,000, but it may be even higher than that. That's going to have, if people submit their forms, they're going to have their loans automatically forgiven. No more waiting. No more saying, oh, I didn't have my payments counted. Nothing. So, call to action. Get out there. I'm excited that they actually are like coming through and doing what they said they were going to do. I'm going to keep you updated on this student loan forgiveness program journey, because this is certainly a journey, but I'm glad to announce and to confirm that it's official. You are going to get some back payments if they weren't counted previous to a consolidation, or you were making it with a wrong payment plan. You're going to get your payments counted now. So, woohoo! I'll come back and tell you in the next video. This is going to be interesting, but I'm happy that some people are going to see relief immediately.